All right, so today we have a special guest, Tyler from Next Level HiFi.
What's up, man?
Thanks, Tyler, welcome to my terracotta room.
Thanks
Josh,
for having us.
Next Level HiFi. You see them at every single show. They're doing visits over in Denmark, which was one of the best countries my wife and I have ever visited. So I want to thank the AGD team, please, for having us there. We enjoyed the time that you guys provided to us. It was amazing. Kudos to them for that experience that will be unforgettable for us, for my wife and I. But today, in case you're wondering what the hell is going on, they came because we're going to do some work in that reference room, okay? We are going to show Tyler and Josh something special in addition to other electronics that they don't represent, but I think it's a great opportunity for them to hear things, right?
Yeah.
Keeping an open mind, flexibility.
Yeah.
Your business is clearly evolving and growing. Yeah. And so also, I want him to talk about, again, what's behind the Wilson Audio Watt Puppy 50th anniversary. It's important to put you in the hot seat to have an actual dealer that doesn't represent other products. Just, hey, speak on what you hear and, see what happens. I think it's going to be fun.
Awesome. Yeah, I haven't heard these, so this will be fun.
It'll be a lot of fun. Let me mute the music because YouTube is going to be funny. Go ahead.
And amplifier, which ones are these?
These are the Goldman Tellus 2800. Okay. So I've been using these amplifiers for some time now, about 2 months, I believe. So this is the widely known brand from Switzerland, and I'm using for the preamplification the Goldman Nemesis reference preamplifier right here, the 2 chassis Nemesis. My source is the MSB Cascade. Okay, I really like this DAC. Yeah, this DAC for the money is just, it's incredible. It's a really great, I hate to say this, but they're going to kill me in the comment section. Price performance proposition at 95 grand. It's an amazing piece in my opinion. And for power conditioning, we use the Shunyata Everest X with the matching Omega XC power cord and all of the Shunyata power cords. I believe it's Sigma X what we're using at this time. And so and as you know, the rooms, when I built them, and I'll show you out back, the whole wall configuration, it's a resilient channel. So, you hang essentially the drywall on a special channel that's attached to the beams. Yeah. And so that first layer is hung on those channels, not the actual beams. Typically in construction, you have the drywall essentially screwed into the beams, right? Yeah. Now we're using channels, so you attach it on that, and then you have another drywall that goes on top of the first drywall with some special squares that basically dissipate heat. So these are gigantic base absorbers, essentially, including the ceiling.
Well, that's what struck me first about this lab is I love a tall, flat ceiling.
You do?
That's my favorite. So
awesome.
Like, people always talk about cathedrals, peaks, slopes. It all causes weird issues. A tall, flat ceiling is like issue-free in my experience.
I agree. And so the room is built around the golden ratio. So we have 11-foot tall ceilings by 17 by 25. Okay. So we could have gone the whole distance all the way to the end and built a bigger room, but I thought it was doing a disservice because once you get to those gigantic measurements, it's hard to really get enough air and pressure into the room. Yeah. And I could use 2 different variances, 2 different types of sound systems, as you will see soon. So this is like the room in which I do a lot of like test and trials, kind of like a lab 2.0. What I did in Florida, this is more like where I can come in with anything, things that you may have, things that others may have, and just kind of do my thing with them and keep the room as neat as possible. Although as you can see, Tyler, it's still very difficult to keep things. This is what a lot of my audience doesn't see. You got microphones that I'm using right now to record, and it's fantastic the kind of recordings that I'm getting on YouTube now. And so these are things that many people don't see, but I can't remove them.
It looks great.
So we keep things neat. and organized as best as we can.
So the two things that have struck me so far about this room, first impressions, I love the rug and I love your ceiling height. So
Okay, good, awesome.
Probably the two things you weren't too concerned about.
No,
but it's,
no.
I go to a lot of rooms and I'm like, this rug is great.
So this is, I bought it, believe it or not, because it's 100% wool.
Okay.
And so when I spoke to a lone wolf at Magical, he recommended 100% wool. He says, he actually has taken measurements in his listening room with different rugs.
Okay.
And he said, there's a reason why we use wool to insulate the walls.
Yeah.
It's the best absorber.
Yeah.
And so I went and chased this. Took me like 2 months to get it. And so this does a fantastic job. I was afraid, to be honest with you, Tyler, in the beginning when I built the rooms, because I felt like I don't want the room to suck the life out of the out of the system. And we've seen that, and I'm sure you've been in rooms like that.
All the time.
That you're like, damn it, it's just the high frequencies are doing this.
Yeah.
Regardless of how much you add or treble or whatever it is, it sounds like this, and I hated that. So I felt like, you know what, I'm gonna go with this floor and just kind of put the wool, the rug in the middle to kind of fine tune things. Smart. And to be honest with you, I have a lot of liveliness, as you will hear soon. That's what I really was happy to hear when I first.
It's not overly dead for sure. I can
right, and that's what we wanted.
That's what I was warning when you like building it out. I was like,
be careful.
Yeah, be careful.
Be careful.
It's like, I mean, this is a beautiful, but it's a smaller speaker.
It's a small speaker.
You could easily kill it with room treatment.
Easily, absolutely easily. And the room also gives you a lot of flexibility when it comes to, for example, you want to move farther back, you can do that. Yeah. You want to move the speakers out into the room, you can do that. So it's cool because having a dedicated space, like in your store, you obviously have traffic that comes in and out. You can't really put the speakers 8 feet into the room. You know what I'm saying? Even if that's where they sounded best, it's not feasible because you have to keep the store looking like a store as well.
For sure.
It's fun. It has to have a function, right?
Yeah.
So although you would love to, and I remember listening to all the Boris and stuff in the store, and it sounded fantastic. I understand the challenge with his business that you're doing two things, right? And it's hard.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we always tell people, like, if you like how it sounds at the store or at a show, you're going to love once we dial into your room.
Oh, absolutely.
Because, there's compromise, right? We got 50 pairs of speakers.
Oh, yeah. Another thing.
Radiators,
all of those speakers have woofers that move in and out with bass. So it's, it's exactly what you said. And it's hard to short circuit them on the back with the wire that you're supposed to connect. But here, I have that flexibility. Yeah. And the color scheme was actually something that we debated on because, we wanted earthy tones. Sure. And brown, terracotta, copper are all earth tones, right? So the same thing we did in the reference room.
I'm excited to see that one too.
So you'll see that. That's
but cool, man. Nice job. I mean, there's no doubt you guys worked your asses off. Yeah. So you got to be really proud of that. It seems like a very workable space for you. Like it seems like you can do your job in here, whether that's testing gear, whether that's filming content. So it seems like a really good workspace for you guys. So.
Yeah, no, we like it. And knowing, again, that we can shuffle things from that room to this room temporarily. When we have to hide things, we can just throw it in the other room and keep one clutter-free. It helps tremendously. Electrical as well was something that was a lot of pain. I mean,
I followed a little bit of it. There was so much work though to follow it all, but I did see what you're going through.
Didn't you have to route a tunnel underneath your driveway?
So we did we had to actually hire people to come from the street all the way out there, dig underneath. Because remember, these two rooms have their own dedicated power. They don't talk to the house at all. So I actually have a meter out back that feeds power just for the two rooms. These rooms get more juice than the entire house does on that panel.
I was just going to ask your wife this. Which energy bill's higher, the house?
Well, the Florida one was higher, regardless.
Yeah, the Florida, the Florida house. But this is way less because it's just these two. But I'll tell you, frankly, for me, it's been, a blessing to be here in Texas.
Cool. And so tell me about your Wilsons that we're going to listen to. So I know you've always been a big fan of Wilson, right? So
I've been a big fan of Wilson. I don't think they're a fan of me. So you're hearing it here on my channel. I don't think they are a fan.
That seems strange because you indirectly promote them quite a bit.
Oh yeah, but they're not going to admit to that or email me or tell me anything.
I wasn't trying to step in the middle of controversy on that.
Because they're like this.
Oh,
see what I'm saying? They don't have like that humbleness to say, damn it, it's true. Okay. You have been doing a lot of work for us for free. We haven't asked, but we noticed that you have been doing a great job with our brand, and we appreciate that, Jay. nothing. And they're going to watch this, by the way. They're just not going to tell anybody they're watching it or
Okay.
email me, because that's what some brands do. They love to watch me secretly in the closet.
And then
They're like, okay, yeah, we follow you. We know who you are.
But I think as an industry, I think we have to understand that because it's your business,
Yep.
you are going to recycle gear.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it doesn't matter how much you love it.
Yep.
At some point, you're going to sell it because that's what you do.
That's what I do. I've been open about that.
That shouldn't make anyone feel upset, right?
Yep.
I mean, if nothing else, they should be, if they get a good review, they should be happy that it was part of your top tier of components, I would think.
A lot of brands actually, and this is a time to be a lot more candid,
Yeah.
they actually email me when they see any product pop up of theirs and be like, hey, for example, MSB.
Sure.
I got my first, this is not the one, but I got my first MSB through a dealer that took it on trade. So I bought it, I wanted it, I brought it in. MSB sees that. They actually email me and say, we saw the condition of the boxes, Jay. We're going to send you new freaking boxes. And you know what? We saw the remote. We've had an update since. There's a new remote. They sent me the remote for free in the box. And they're like, if you need any other help, we're going to send you some wires too that we're developing, the umbilical cords, where there's a new umbilical cord at that point in time that they were releasing. We're going to send you all of that.
Incredibly supportive.
And also it's a way to say, we're here to help you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Why would I shit on a brand that has my best interest like that without me even asking? Why would I go out there and say something negative or bash, right? And I think that many brands watch me, but they don't think like that because the hi-fi industry is so outdated in the way they think.
Yeah,
you know, one of the reasons why I actually use you as an example in front of many dealers is that right now, as you guys are watching, look right there. He has his own camera crew following him when he does all these installs, right? That's thinking outside the box. That's spending marketing dollars. That's how things are done today. Very few dealers are willing to do that.
Yeah. Well, as you know, I mean, it's a ton of work. Besides even if you can write the check, as you like to, it's a ton of because you have to be camera ready.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, all the time, right?
All the time.
Yeah.
And so, I see that the industry, unfortunately, Tyler, has a hard time turning the page to yesterday's page. You got to flip it. You got to move forward. It's changed.
It's done.
It's done.
Yeah.
I mean, I have actually said to my ultra hi-fi group on several occasions that, and dealers have said this to me, maybe they haven't said that to you personally, that you are the best marketing dealer. There's no better dealer in the US when it comes to marketing than you.
Wow, thank you.
I think every dealer watching this can admit to that. No bullshit. And I'm not saying it because he's here. No one markets better than they do, the Next Level HiFi, in the whole industry. I don't care what dealer it is. No one does a better job than Next Level HiFi does when it comes to marketing. And so, but you have accepted that this is a new age.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not me, like, thank you. But like, it's not like there's a whole team, right?
Oh, of course,
yeah,
yes.
So like, we share a similar vision of where our industry is going, right? Like we know, it's funny, people talk about it in hi-fi terms, but just think about buying your next car. Like you'll probably watch YouTube reviews before you go to the lot, right?
Yeah.
So like, why wouldn't our industry behave the same way?
Yep.
And right, so we consume it digitally. And so I know, I'm into watches, as you know, I'm into car, like I'm doing all of that on YouTube.
Yep.
And then I'm going to find the dealer, whatever I want to, whoever I want to do business with. And so like, having that vision and understanding has allowed me to just say, we got to go all in on that, right? So whether that's a social media manager, whether that's a videographer, whether that's a poster, right? Like all of that, full in.
Enough said. Yeah. Let's get Tyler to sit down, listen to some music. Hopefully music that doesn't get copyright strikes on YouTube. I think you're pretty good at more or less knowing that because I've seen a lot of your footage. Yeah. You can grab my iPad, you can search up whatever you want.
Cool.
And then let you use the remote in the middle. You do your thing. You listen.
Sweet.
Take a seat.
Sorry, YouTube. That whole little dialogue started because I asked him about his Wilson speakers. So.
Oh yeah, you see? it all did. But it needed to be said, and now it's put out there into the YouTube space. So
yeah, that's fun.
So here it is.
All right,
it's on mute at the moment, so and you can choose or you can touch the screen, whatever you want, and it's going to be interesting.
Beautiful. All right. Well, I'm just going to go to a playlist that I know.
Please do it. Great song.
Oh, yeah, your preamp's here, huh?
Yep.
I'm going.
Go for it. I know, me too.
little speaker, huh?
That was my first, right?
Yeah, it's powerful.
It's incredible how much body it has, right?
Yeah, it's powerful.
That's one of their babies. Like
how much is it?
38, I think it is actually.
The thing that I like the most about is it images like a Wilson. It's got a great image.
Every time I listen to it, it's exactly like a headphone effect.
Yeah.
It reminds me in some ways, believe it or not, of the Borison imaging.
It does a little bit, yeah.
Right?
It's the soundstage is deeper.
Yep.
The Borison is definitely partly that's set up. It's definitely more three-dimensional.
Yeah. And it's
us.
usually the Borison speakers are taller too, which helps.
Yeah.
Usually,
But this, so Josh, this would be like the equivalent of a Borison C3 in terms of price points. So.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's
You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this.
Oh, cool.
We're gonna take these off. Take these off. Tyler, you can crank it up, Tyler. Don't be afraid here.
All right.
This is a dedicated space, man. No one is gonna knock on the door.
Maybe we could strip it down. We could take it back to the basics. Baby, we control the sound. We could make it wake the neighbors. But baby, let's be quiet now. Reach out, pull down on the fader. We don't have to get so theatrical. Cause you know even simple can be special. We don't have to get loud to lose it. All we need is just me and you. We don't have to scream out to prove it. All we need is just me and you. We don't have to scream out to prove it. We could keep it all on acoustic.
what do they rate the speaker down to?
They get down to 26 hertz, I believe.
Feels like it.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
26 hertz. Yeah. Yeah. That's why they have that Sasha to go up, and then the Alexia. That's where you get a lot more of that thump and that.
Yeah.
Because obviously the speaker doesn't have enough bass.
But surprisingly, for when all things consider, I think it does a fantastic job. All things consider, the imaging is impressive though.
Yeah, the imaging's the most
Incredible.
impressive. Yeah. We'll test these.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You have warranty coverage on these, right?
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't do that to you, man.
A lot of nonsense put together, but sometimes when I get it right, I feel it comes across just as my dreams come across.
Wow. Dude, that's crazy.
These speakers like power.
They do.
They like power.
They do.
Do not use a little amp with these.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yes, agreed.
Because they are starting to open up when you really push.
When
them.
you push it.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, but they're sealed, right? Like,
They are.
yeah.
They're ported.
Oh,
onto
they
that.
are ported?
But
Okay.
yeah, but to your point, they like power.
They do like power.
They look power. Open them up. I don't care with that.
It's weird. They actually seem to be more balanced when you drive them harder.
Yes.
Like and this is not critique. Listen, guys, it's a world-class $40,000 speaker. But what I noticed was the imaging was great and the low bass was great. I was kind of missing some of that mid-fill. You start driving it like hard, it like all comes together.
It becomes more coherent.
It does.
That's true.
I think this speaker likes power.
No, it's been a thing with Wilsons.
Okay, all right. You have more experience than I do.
A lot of people have this misunderstanding that just put an integrated, you'll be good.
No.
Like, dude, you don't know a Wilson until you put power behind it.
Yeah. How many watts are you driving with?
These are right now 300 watts per channel.
Okay. Pure. Are they Class A?
Class AB.
Class AB.
Yep.
Okay.
So they double down.
Okay. And what are the sensitivities, like 8 ohms?
On these speakers, I believe they're like, I think let me check the specifications.
I think they are 8.
Let me see.
They sound great, man. Wilson, I think you got a real winner on your hands. Not that you care what I think as a non-Wilson dealer, but I think you guys did a great job.
Listen, believe me, if you apply to be a Wilson dealer, don't be surprised if they would not say no to you. Believe me.
These sound really good. Well, now, obviously, you built the room, you and your wife, so good job.
The room is also a big factor as to what, and one thing that, and I want you to comment on this too, guys, so be mindful of what I'm about to say. And if I'm wrong, I don't care.
Yeah.
But I want you to sit in the room, and in the beginning, you don't know what to think of it. But as you keep playing music for about 20 minutes, it's as if the room locks in, or your ears locked in with the room, and you're like, okay, this is like, something else is happening now. I want you to just remember that and give me that feedback.
I've already know you'd settle into the room for sure.
You know, isn't there at the beginning you sit down and you're like, and then all of a sudden as you crank it, it's like the room opens up the stage when you give it more volume.
Yeah, and and you have one other distinct advantage than like I have the luxury at our retail stores. We're trying to bring traffic in, right?
Right, of course.
You have no noise outside.
Yeah, of course. And you got the glass on there, which obviously, it is what it is. But
it's a store.
It's a store. Yeah. You're there to conduct business. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is, I'm settling into the room itself is dead silent. Like a lot of our clients that we go, and it's awesome. Yep. Yeah, it's awesome. So.
Yep. Cool. So feel free to crank it up because I want you to hear the room when you give it volume.
Yeah.
I definitely want you to hear the room.
This speaker likes to be pushed.
Yeah, it does.
Respectfully, of course.
Yep.
Dude, this is a good speaker.
I know.
See what happens here. Just run through some of my test tracks here.
Go for it. Don't mind us.
Yeah, this is fun. I'm sure that's not what the Wilson was going for, but I like when you play the speaker louder. I think it really opens up when you play it louder.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree with that.
And guys, that's not, it sounds great quiet, but holy crap.
It morphs.
Yeah, if you like to play loud and have fun, but still have ultra high-end sound, this is talk to Jay, talk to Wilson, talk to a Wilson dealer. I don't know, these are awesome. We got this inspiration from our friends in Denmark, and it's an oldie. Elvis, you guys may have heard of him, just kidding. Little poke salad, but this is a really fun version.
Okay.
So.
Got a little morphine. Give me a little hash, baby. Oh, Saturday night. What is your fanny of? Yeah, Lord. Some of y'all never been down south too much. I'm gonna tell you a little story so that you'll understand what I'm talking about. Down there we have a plant that grows out in the woods and the fields, and it looks something like a turnip green. Everybody calls it poke salad. That's poke salad. Used to know a girl lived down there, she'd go out in the evenings and she'd march a little bit, so she'd I'll be sitting till the evening comes, watching the ships roll in. Then I'll watch them roll away again. I'm gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Sit on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay, 'cause I got nothing to live for.
Good one for you, Josh.
Oh.
Yes, this is Ty, the speaker guy, listening to Wilson's.
Tyler, listening to Wilson speakers.
Ty, the speaker guy, is listening to Wilson's. They're awesome, guys.
Hopefully you all are watching this presentation and you're enjoying the channel. I'm sharing some good times here with Tyler at Next Level HiFi. Make sure you check out his store in Schaumburg, Illinois. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Pretty soon here, we're gonna enter my Pride and Joy, the reference room. So you're gonna be the first civilians to look at the room, people within the industry to see my reference room. And I think they're gonna be pleasantly surprised with what's in there.
So it gets better than this.
Oh, it has to get better.
Well, you did a hell of a job out here. So this is a lot of fun. And what I'm enjoying is he's like, just play whatever you want.
Yep.
You know,
no, you don't.
Move the stuff around, tweak it. So for us, it's really fun because we get hands-on gear that we normally don't play with that much. So it's been a lot of fun.
So that was the value of you coming out, is to come and be in the middle of brands that you're not sleeping with every day.
100%.
And to kind of understand that, okay, the room is ready, you know, things are placed, so I can actually, you can assess them.
Yeah.
Unlike shows, right?
Yeah.
With many compromises. So now, I mean, he became a Wilson audio expert now. He gave opinions about Wilson.
Hey,
you said they liked power.
Yeah. And I mean, listen, I don't deal, but I don't talk trash, man. Just because I don't own a Ferrari doesn't mean I think Ferraris suck. You know, I don't have to deal Wilson to appreciate what they do. You know, so
there you go. Yeah, Wilson's going to appreciate you, I think.
All right, well, we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just telling the truth.
Same thing. I've said it. You know, I think for the price, the asking price is a tremendous speaker. Do they go down low? No, but I think they also have, again, the higher offerings, right, to give you what you may not be hearing through these. Yeah. But I honestly would retire with these speakers in a room. They like power, to your point, but it's just, it does so many things right, in my opinion. And I do believe that what you said is true. When you open them up, everything just cohesiveness. Yeah. Everything just sounds better. I don't find them as impressive at low volumes.
Yeah.
That is for sure.
Yeah, but I mean,
which isn't to say they sound bad.
It doesn't sound bad.
It's not.
But I mean, I don't find them as impressive compared to themselves, against themselves, compared to their true performance. I think their true performance is at the higher volume levels than at the lower volume. So if their ceiling is here, when you're listening with more horsepower, you're here when you're not listening with power. You're very far apart from what their true potential is. That's what I'm saying.
Will you sell this pair right away, or are you going to keep them for a while? Or everything's for sale? It doesn't matter.
Everything is for sale except the wife, but everything is for sale, okay? I will say this, okay? My intent is to keep them because I know clients that have Wilson, and they want to come and listen to a Wilson before they make a purchase. And so the entry point of that speaker is relatively low as it is for me. And so and easy to maneuver, as you saw. There's not a big speaker to move in and out. So a lot of Wilson owners can come in here and listen to Goldman, for example, and realize, okay, it's going to sound good at home because I know what it does. I could probably buy a bigger Wilson. Maybe that will be the case. My intent right now is to hold on to them until something else pops up, maybe a bigger Wilson, then I can put a bigger Wilson in here. But it's just, I got a rotate gear, as you know. I got other brands, I got other things, you know, they got the Martins behind you. And so, you know, they're up for sale because, again, this is their spot right now, Tyler. This is where they are. So
of course,
I need to put them in a good home, and fantastic speaker. This is the only pair in the country. There's no other pair anywhere. And gorgeous, as you can see. The finish is just...
Martin, their quality is awesome.
It's just impressive. Impressive. So I got to rotate gear to your earlier point. That's what I have to do, and give people, you know, obviously a taste of the high end. Because on YouTube, as you know, you're doing it from a store level. As far as me, I rotate more high-end gear than anybody else on YouTube. Of
course,
you know,
for sure.
So, and I want to continue to hold that crown. You know, I want to continue to hold that down, and it's not easy, man. As you know, I see you traveling all the time, so I know you know.
There we go. Yeah. Very similar to SV. But they've opened a lot. I mean,
they have.
But look how. Just for testing though.
All right, so we got done listening to the Wet Puppies for how long? Easily
hour or two,
and you've never listened to a Wilson
not that long consecutively,
extensively in a room and all of that, right? So you did a real private auditioning of a Wilson speaker, and as I said to you on video, this is like Daryl's latest creation, or one of, I think the latest is the autobiography, that $750,000, but for mere mortals, this is the latest thing, and I do like the speaker, but I want you to talk to my audience about what you heard.
So feedback. This is unbiased because we are not a Wilson dealer, as most of you know. They sound great. You know, every speaker, it's like ultra high performance cars or watches. You kind of make the choices of what you like. and what you value. But at 40,000 or 38,000, whatever they retail for, it's super high performance. Tons of output. They image like a Wilson, right? Like to me, that's what you know about a Wilson, right? They present an amazing image. Was fun in the lab. I'm not sure that Jay's gonna let all you guys do it, but he let me play whatever I want, as loud, as quiet as I want. He even let me play with the speaker placement. You guys know I'm fanatical about placement, so he's moving speakers in and out all the time. I'm like, you know what? Let me just tweak with these a little bit, and it was fun. So thank you for
no problem. That was the goal, is to have you feel right at home and play with my toys and and do what you want to do. I mean, I trust you, of course, to fine tune things, because you do that on YouTube all day long. So
all day. Yeah.
So and at the end of the day, it's great to see you evaluate brands that are not those that you represent, because I think the audience sometimes is critical of dealer bias.
Sure.
And dealers never speak highly on brands they don't represent.
Yeah.
It's a known thing in the industry.
For sure.
So to hear you say that is great. I think Wilson can appreciate that as well, knowing that you're not a Wilson dealer, and obviously the combination with the Goldman amplifiers and Wilson, I think there is a lot of synergy there.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, it sounds great, right? So I don't know Goldman in and out by any means, but it's certainly, what I will tell you about these Wilsons, and I don't know if Wilson promotes that or whatever, but they like power. I'm just going to say it. Yep. And these things deliver power. Yep. I think the sensitivity was 88 or 89.
88, yep.
But they like to be pushed. I mean, it's just the reality of it. And I don't think that's a bad thing. So don't, please, Wilson, don't take that personal, but that's just my true response to what I heard is when you push them, man, they open up. They open up.
It's like driving a car, a race car at 30 miles an hour, right? It's like you're not going to really enjoy it until you push it and get on the highway. These are that. Yeah. You need to be able to put the pedal to the metal. Yeah. And if you don't, then it's just not the same.
And your room handles it too. That's a good thing, right? Because sometimes you start pushing a system in certain rooms and the room starts really interfering, right? Like resonating. Just can't handle that much energy, and you've dealt with the room. So, I think, I don't know if you're going to sell this pair or not, but I think you guys should grab them if you like that sound, because they sound really good. We have some alternatives we would like to
of course, absolutely.
throw at them as a comparison, but these things do certain things that the stuff we deal doesn't, and vice versa. Yep. And so they're really good.
They are really good. Obviously, it's common sense that most people will never put this level of electronics on a $40,000 speaker. The majority of people out there are going to put an integrated right next to them, or a baby, amplifier. But you saw.
Yeah, and that's why I asked you the question. It's probably not a rare combo. We don't deal Wilson, but I'm thinking of super high value, super a lot of high watts. And that's why I was like, I wonder how Macintosh would pair.
Oh, agreed.
Just because you can get monos for not crazy
money.
Yeah, and I'm not saying they're going to sound as good as hundreds of thousands of dollars, but if you're buying a $40,000 speaker, maybe a $20,000 pair of Macintosh monos or something like that.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's a high performance proposition is definitely Macintosh, and I'm glad that you got a feel for the terracotta room. I'm glad that you sat and you had a listen, but nothing prepares you for what we're going to do after we eat lunch.
More to come. More to come.
So you guys have enjoyed this video, this particular part 1 of 2, please let me know in the comments section. I plan to bring more dealers, manufacturers into my listening rooms because these guys are doing this at a high level. Okay, they are in bed with all of this stuff day in, day out. They breathe hi-fi essentially. So when they come and listen, they get a feel and understand what was done and accomplished in these listening rooms. And to me, that's more of the qualified opinions that I need. Yeah. Right. So
it's a great experience. I mean, not to cut you off, but you've got your business and you're going to allow people to come in if they're qualified. And but it's a great experience. Definitely, you're going to find brands that we don't have or my fellow dealers don't have. And I think it's a great experience. I'm really excited. I truly haven't even peeked over at the other room purposely. I want to give you guys my true reactions, just like I am with the Wilson speakers. It's just how I feel, and I'm going to be always honest. So.
Absolutely, you will. All right, stay tuned, and
we'll see you soon.
So we'll see
after
you soon.
lunch. Yeah.